Want something flavorful and quick for dinner? This is it. Fast cheater laksa for the win. Hey everyone, I'm Flo, Duties Behind the Camera, and we're all about simple food, simple faith. Laksa is a super flavorful noodle dish that originates from Malaysia. You can also find it in Singapore. We are making a curry laksa today, and I'm going to show you how to do it quickly. I'm going to start heating up my pot on medium. The cheater part is I am using a laksa paste. Using this paste, you will never make laksa from scratch again. One time I did make laksa from scratch because we had some friends from Malaysia coming over for dinner. So I thought I better make it from scratch. I gotta get this started. 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. You can use any cooking oil you'd like, something with a high smoking temperature. And these friends came over and I made laksa from scratch, and I was super offended when they did not finish the soup. What kind of Malaysians are they? So anyways, I think that was the last time I made it from scratch. It's a lot of work, dude, chopping up all the shallots and lemongrass and all the other ingredients that go into a laksa paste. So this is my favorite paste. My mother-in-law introduced this to us, that she would bring it back from Malaysia, but you can now get them here, even at Walmart. This particular brand, which is Teens Gourmet. I'm using the whole packet because I'm cooking for a family of 4, but you could easily just portion out a little bit at a time if you're just cooking for 1 or 2. Okay, you just want to cook the paste a little bit, like a minute or so, just to get the flavors going. I have about 3/4 pounds of chicken thighs that I've already sliced up, and I'm just going to add that in here. And again, this is the cheater version, so this is cheating because I think normally what I would do is I would make the Hainanese chicken or Malaysian baked chicken and use that chicken for the chicken portion of the noodle dish. But I can't be bothered today because I want to get dinner on the table quickly, and we want something super flavorful, so I'm going to just cook my chicken in here for a couple of minutes. Okay, after you've cooked your chicken a little bit, it doesn't have to be completely cooked through. I'm going to add 6 cups of chicken stock. And if you don't want to use chicken stock, you can use water. The packet of paste is actually super flavorful, but I want to add some chicken flavor to it. And I'm just using chicken stock from a Tetra Pak. And we're going to bring this to a boil. While the soup is coming to a boil, I'm going to cut up 1 lime. The lime just adds a bit of tang at the end, so you would just serve this with the laksa at the end, and people can squeeze as much as they want into their soup. Okay, just transferring these onto a plate for serving. Also going to chop up some cilantro. If you don't like cilantro, you can totally omit it. You can use green onions instead if you like. I'm also using tofu pockets. Tofu pockets are actually, I have to have them in laksa. They are spongy. I'll cut one open for you. And it will just absorb all of the soup. And so when you take a bite of it, it just oozes the soup into your mouth. It is so, so good. So I am going to cut all of these in half. So while we're waiting for the soup to simmer, before it gets to that point, I'm just going to scoop up some of the oil. Now, this chili oil is super spicy. Look at that. So I'm going to scoop some of it out. Everyone's different. If you can handle the spice, leave it in if you like, but I'm going to scoop some of it out. So once the soup is simmering, we're going to add our coconut milk. There's 1 can of coconut milk. I should mention that we will put a link to the paste on Amazon in our description, but if you can buy it locally, it's cheaper to do that, whether in an Asian market or at your local Walmart. We're also using frozen fish balls. These ones have been deep fried and frozen. You can get just the regular white ones that haven't been deep fried, and usually these can be found in the Asian market. So I am counting about 3 per person. I want to pour all these in, but I'm afraid they're just gonna splatter. Oh, good job, Flo. If you don't want to use fish balls, you can also use shrimp. So frozen shrimp, you can just toss them in there as well and just wait for them to cook through. It only takes a couple minutes. I'm also throwing in the tofu pockets. So while the soup is simmering and we're waiting for our fish balls to cook through and the tofu pockets to be heated through, and I'm just keeping it on simmer while we make the noodles. So I'm just using these yellow noodles, they're dried noodles. You can use vermicelli noodles. I know in Malaysia, traditionally you get like a little bit of both. You get a little bit of yellow noodle and you get a little bit of vermicelli noodles, which makes for a really interesting mouthfeel. But again, you can use whatever you like. Ramen, instant ramen noodles, spaghetti if you don't have any noodles. It would still be super flavorful meal. Oh my goodness, everything looks so good. Just have to evenly distribute all of the things. So I have 3 fish balls going into the noodles. Just 4 tofu pockets and some chicken. And I like using chicken thighs because they're more forgiving. They won't be so dry compared to chicken breasts. I also have some bean sprouts that I had already blanched, but you don't have to blanch them if you don't want. It only took a minute. A little bit of cilantro. And last but not least, we can't have laksa without a soft-boiled egg or a medium-boiled egg. I like to use the sous vide method to make eggs because it comes out perfect every single time, and this is exactly how I like to do them. That's it. That's dinner. Plus serve it with some lime. And that was quick and easy, and it's gonna be super flavorful. Are you all ready for?
Yes. The taste. Aha. First recipe of the new year, and this is starting off excellently. Guys, check this out. This is like 1000% better than instant noodles. You know, I grew up when my mom made laksa. She made it from scratch, mortar and pestle, grinding up all the ingredients, the aromas and smells kind of building up over the day and then culminating into like a feast. Anyways, we're gonna start this off with that lime that is squeezed on top for that pop of acidity. Let's try some of that broth first. The broth is like key. So good. That body, that flavor. And if you wanted more of that heat, that oil in there, that's gonna give you that punch of spice. Some chicken. Let's get that in there first. Oh, soup, where are you, soup? All right. So good. Oh, let's not forget about the tofu pockets. It's kind of like bursting forth with, you know, inner soup. I gotta get some of the egg, you know. Good.
Awesome, thanks, dude. Remember, we're not going for authentic. We just want something quick, easy, and super flavorful to get on the dinner table. For more easy and simple recipes, check it out. I will see you over there.